shows. Every scene's a high and low. You'll unwind.
This is JordangeVision. Pull up a seat and kick up your feet. Welcome guys, how are we doing? It's time for the reaction to Death by Lightning, and we are on the fourth and final episode of the miniseries, and this is the one where, as we know, everything's going to go down. So last time, the last episode began with Inauguration Day, so Garfield is officially the president now. They have their party. Guiteau tries to crash the party a little bit. He gets thrown out. He thinks, he's self-important because, he made that one speech. He's trying to get a job in the cabinet. That's kind of what Garfield's trying to do at the beginning. After the party's over, he's meeting with his constituents and he's trying to, officially pick his cabinet. He eventually does pick Secretary Blaine as his Secretary of State, hence the name Secretary Blaine. There's also a lot going behind the scenes. Arthur and Conklin are still kind of conspiring to, try and sink Garfield from within type of thing. Garfield is completely oblivious of this, but he starts meeting with constituents. Guiteau tries to show up in that line. He thinks he should be near the front of the line because, again, he thinks he's, hot shit within the campaign. It takes him a couple of days to actually get his meeting with Garfield, and then he finally does. The meeting ends up being cut short by Garfield's finding out that his wife is sick. She has malaria, and that's taking up a lot of his attention as well. So, it's tough for him. He got people fighting him. He's got, everyone, he's the president, of course, and everyone wants a piece of the president, but it's got to be tough when you're juggling, the business and the personal and, all of that. So Guiteau kind of makes one last ditch attempt. He forges a letter from Garfield that he tries to bring into the government building, and he's intercepted by Blaine, and Blaine finally kind of tells him off, gives him a reality check, you're not that important, you're not as important as you think you are, you're just a hanger-on, you're just a phony, you're just, an opportunist. That kind of sets Guiteau over the edge, and, he writes a strongly worded letter to Garfield saying, you lied to us, I was a supporter of yours, and I don't think I can be a supporter of yours anymore. And then we see Guiteau going off and buying a gun, and we obviously know what he's going to do with that gun. So yeah, that's kind of where episode 3 ended. I don't think I left too much out, but we're getting into the last episode now, and we're getting to the end of the story, and obviously, we know a lot of what's going to happen in the story. We can only imagine how it's going to look on screen. So without further ado, let's get into episode 4 of Death by Lightning. Here we go. Before I get started, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and don't forget, reacting to art is sharing art. Channels like these benefit everyone from the viewers all the way up to the original creators themselves. Also, reminder, spoilers are likely, so if you haven't seen this episode yet and would like to, please feel free to click off and take care of that first. I'll be here when you get back. With those of you who are sticking with me, pull up a seat, kick up your feet. This is Death by Lightning, episode 4, the title, Destiny of the Republic. And we're going to see what the destiny of the Republic is after all hell breaks loose, I guess. All right, here we go.
America is faced with a peril like never before.
Oh, a president I don't like.
It's time for the true patriots to reveal themselves.
Oh my God, who does this remind you of?
I can no longer stay quiet about the dire state of affairs in Washington.
As vice president, having sworn an oath to safeguard our republic, I can't sit back and allow
a tyrant.
This is why they let the presidential nominee pick their own vice president now.
But Garfield has just not been square with those who put him where he is today. Not a shred of loyalty.
Whatever you say, bud.
Have you seen him lately? Has any of you?
His wife is sick, you moron.
Fuck it.
The president now dodges the American people altogether.
Does anybody know this?
For a few months, I actually got to be vice president.
I call on every honest,
oh, don't tell me he knows something.
To march up to Pennsylvania Avenue and demand that their so-called president honor his commitments. Send him a message.
I mean, people have the right to protest and everything, but wow. These guys are just a bit crazy, don't you think? The gun shooting confetti,
He will grind regular government to a halt until you rescind that nomination, sir.
You are some of the most powerful men in Congress. Conklin casts one look and you're
don't be scared of that wiener.
You inviting me to knock the teeth out of your mouth?
Really?
I would be.
Oh, sounds like a plan.
Because at this moment, gentlemen, to do your job.
Garfield's just not in for this.
Or I will expel you from this building for good.
Oh, you've been told.
That includes you, Mr. Secretary.
Well, shit.
Now, I made a vow to end the rot in our government.
Yeah, I think you
Call it
guys
what
are the
want.
rot.
It's no good. This is not how democracy endures.
Yeah.
This is wrong.
He knows what he's
And
talking
all
about.
of us know it. One day, years from now, each one of us will be judged by what we do in this moment.
Looking at you, Guiteau, and Arthur, and Conkling, and
How will they talk
everyone
about
else.
us, I wonder.
Well, they'll make a mini-series about me.
Suspend all other points of order in the Senate until Judge Robertson is heard for the collector's post.
What? Wait, can he do that?
My mind is settled. It will not budge. I have to see my wife. Good day.
Supposed to be
my
a
day off
committee of
now.
conciliation. Any senator that votes to proceed with Garfield's man, that vote will be his last.
Have you considered that?
Yeah, can
the
you do
body
that?
might
You're not the
perhaps be
president.
Swayed more by compassion than by threats.
Your voice makes me want to hang myself, Levi.
Yeah.
How's that for
Catch
compassion?
more flies with honey than with vinegar.
Out.
I guess if the president's not in the room, someone's got to be in charge.
Can a collectorship really be so important? Is it worth expending all your capital on one front?
It's supports, it's patronage. I have no legacy saved for this, Kate.
No, you are loved. Don't
yeah,
you
by
know
you,
you're
maybe.
the most Parents name their children after you purely out of admiration.
Could all go away in a heartbeat.
You know, it is a pretty common name.
Okay.
Maybe not as common today, but
What?
you don't see a lot of Roscoes walking around.
I might truly be lost without you.
Might be the alcohol talking, but hello.
I ended things with the governor
Well, is that right?
earlier today. I'm ready.
She's single now.
Your husband will blame me for this.
Oh,
He'll
probably,
come after
but
me in the press. At a time, I need every bit of support.
don't support him. He stole my wife. You know. I mean, nowadays,
Is that
It's
all you
barely a
can think
scandal.
about?
Kate, I have a family back in Albany. Julie and our daughter.
The entirety of DC already knows about us.
I guess New York's another story.
That won't play in Albany.
You're awful for not being an adulterer when I am.
Both of us must resign, Tom.
I like being a senator, though.
Aw.
Relax. Temporary. Show protest. Cuckold the fucker at the other end of the avenue.
Guess he can always run again.
You
Yeah,
sit
he's...
back and watch as Garfield sees his whole agenda sacked and pillaged. That is, until our friends from New York elect us right back to our old seats by a unanimous vote.
Yeah, he's
We
got
walk
this
back
figured out.
into the Senate triumph.
Or so he thinks.
With a poke remind Garfield he can't so much as shit without New York say-so.
What's the show they're watching, by the way?
The body that is sown is perishable. It is raised imperishable. Now I declare to you, brothers and sisters, flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of God.
Oh, hi.
In a flash, the twinkling of an eye at the last trumpet. For the trumpet will
I can
sound,
see the sweat.
and the dead
got the
they
gun right
will
now?
be raised.
This isn't what happens. I
Oh,
don't
grave.
remember him being shot in a church. He's thinking
O
about it
death,
right now,
where
though.
is thy sting?
Okay. Maybe he doesn't want to do it in front of
And
Jesus.
in the power law.
What know ye of Christ?
And you know more?
The city gets strange about a day.
That Cousteau guy's lost his mind.
Garfield, I need to speak with you. It will not wait a moment longer.
Certainly. Do you mind if I do a bit of light packing while we chat? I'm running dreadfully late as it stands.
I have a lot of meetings. I'm
taking
the
off
president.
I'm bringing Creed up to Monmouth to continue her recovery there. As advised,
So a little safe
gentler
house.
air.
Brought Nellie there when she got sick.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Chester. All this time I've never asked you about her.
Even among
They've
my
all been
closest
kinda busy.
friends, the top. Surely you've read the papers. You know that I spoke against you.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That sounds familiar, yes.
Yeah.
Does it?
Not surprised at all.
Thusly, I submit my resignation as vice president.
Oh, don't do that. So that's what he meant by saying he wasn't only going to be vice president in a few months. I don't think it actually goes through, though.
No, I'm not going to take your resignation. Not yet, anyway. I'd really like it if you'd give the job one more go.
I was openly disloyal. I called you All sorts of names in the press.
I hope you'll come to me
Yeah,
first
he's not
next
holding it
time
against
prior
him.
to airing your concerns with the public.
Yeah, he doesn't plan on there being a next
I
time.
feel it might. You really ought to fire me. I'm a truly bad vice president.
At least he admits
Not
it.
always.
Our politics are not the same. I'm aligned with Conkling.
This is how new this party was. Yeah.
Well, you must do
Like,
what
nobody
you
agreed
feel
on what
is
the
right.
party was yet.
I don't see your game in this.
There's no game. You've made your views perfectly well known.
I'm just trying to president,
As
you
your
know?
leader.
They will not evolve. They are fixed for good.
Don't be a stranger, Mr. Arthur. My door is always open to you.
Fuck!
Can't even quit.
You canned the prick.
No.
Not
I'm
really.
gonna give him another try.
Another try.
He's the worst vice president in history.
Perhaps.
Keep
And
your enemies
he's
close,
the only
right?
one who knows where the lion's share of our federal revenue is buried.
You think he'll share it with the president he hates?
Wow. When those two get so chummy.
Huh? You missed a lot while you were presidenting.
When's the last time you got any sleep?
Oh, this is Thursday, so 1879.
Powerful. This vote is nothing but a big charade. He'll be back on the Senate floor within days, him and Tom Platt. They'll demand my head on a pike.
Probably.
Isn't infighting
Change
fun?
anything.
They will still see that there was one man who fought anyway for what was right.
And lost his presidency at that.
Oh, well, then it's a good thing that you never wanted to be the president.
I guess. It's true, he wasn't exactly running to begin with.
Molly can take me up to Monmouth alone. I think you need to stay here in Washington and show them you will not run from the battle.
If you think I'd abandon my wife...
She will survive 1 week.
You've been told. You know, she didn't want this either, and now... Okay.
Pleasure's
Oh,
all
the big
mine.
homecoming.
William? What? What are you laughing at?
What, you didn't hear about Tom? The word on the street is, last night at Delavan House, some of our half-breed rivals caught Platt, in
Ooh, scandal.
flagrante.
I don't know exactly what that word means, but I can guess.
Boy, Thomas. Some gal ought to teach you a lesson.
Oh my god. I was not expecting to see this. Call the Inquirer. Oh
I
man.
did not think Tom had it in him.
Sometimes
I
people
guess you never
surprise you.
can tell. It's just harmless fun.
He's a clown to them now. A clown and a cheater. Men like that don't get voted back into the Senate.
I mean, these days, no one would bat an eye. But
He has always stood for us, and he is our friend.
You know better than anyone there isn't any such thing in politics. Now, we'll do it quietly. Swap him off the ticket, replace his name with that of some other party loyal.
put Guiteau's name on there.
You want to move to D.C.?
The cherry blossom.
Stupendous, then it's settled.
Yeah.
William, my
It's all
boy,
about the cherry blossoms, not the
welcome to the
politics
big
or
leagues.
anything.
Now fuck off.
You're just my placeholder.
Whatever it takes.
You're my seat
That's our
filler.
law.
So, what's the good word, big man?
I hear you like your ladies.
Good evening, Father. It's been a long time since my last confession, but I have something to ask the Lord.
Can I kill the president, Lord?
Speak free.
I have been charged, you see, with a great and terrible task.
Let me guess, God came to you in a dream.
And I know it must be done, and that I am the man to carry it out. There is no other who will.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
I feel an evil that pervades our earth. I see it.
I see it in the mirror.
Day by day. But what is one life when weighed against hundreds of thousands of others that may die if I do not act?
Who's actually gonna die?
It is God that grants me purpose.
Gentlemen, last call for votes.
I was hoping I'd hear the minister's reaction to that.
It's not often a band of podunk state senators gets to hold the nation's fate in their hands.
It's adorable.
The vice president gets the tying vote if there's a tie or whatever, so.
The legislators' wives, I presume?
They show their faces before every big vote.
Just to throw the fear of God into them, I guess.
Julia.
Okay. How are you? I hope you haven't been cheating on me. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so if they threw that Tom guy out, then what are they going to do to Conklin?
Stop the vote. Stop the vote. Stop the vote! Stop the vote! Stop the vote!
Uh-oh.
Vote's already been rendered, Mr. Conklin.
Yeah, can't do that. Stop the count, am I right?
34 for Senator Roscoe Conkling, $50 for Chauncey Depew.
Oh. All right, guy I just met once.
What is it?
Well, his career's over.
Glory!
Oh, do your little plane dance. Sore loser much?
I dare say, somehow we live to fight another day.
Aw,
It
man.
appears Conkling's invited himself straight out of the Senate.
Man, Garfield's presidency pretty much had 9 lives, you know, until he
We just
unfortunately
lost our fucking
gave his own
collector.
life.
Conkling's chokehold over this country is finally at a close. I
what
heard
the
his
hell?
light for the first time since we left Ohio. Trust that the boys have been keeping me on my toes.
It sounds so hopeful, but
All my life, I've
when
had
you
to
know what's
hold
gonna
my
happen,
tongue,
it's
notch my wins.
so bittersweet.
I played the long game just to get my name on a piece of paper. Every dollar bill printed in America will have a black man's signature on it.
Oh, you go. Take that, racist.
We've been fielding inquiries from every newspaper in the country. They all want to know how you did it.
Did what?
How you won. How you
He's just him.
single-handedly You're a hero, sir.
Yeah.
How? Nothing's been done yet. 3 months in office, nearly 100 days, I haven't passed a single bill. Dude.
Well, you've got your reasons.
Make no mistake, we got lucky this
He
time.
did kind of do it to
Very
himself,
lucky.
but now with this out of the way, he can get stuff done.
But for so long as America should stand, there will always be more Roscoe Conklings.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
Now go enjoy a few days off.
You earned
Because
it.
after that, the real work starts.
I
Yeah.
look forward to it.
Proud of you, Joe. You're where you ought to be.
Joe is just like, I have the best boss in the world. Are you winning, Garfield? You beating yourself? Potomac, okay, I think this is where it happens.
I shall be occupied toasting Conkling's demise.
I know, party, right?
Again. Robert, you're Secretary of War now, you know?
Oh. Hello.
Dad?
Yeah, he's hit. Came out of nowhere. Oh,
Stop her! Stop that man!
yeah, everyone's just kind of frozen. I understand he has a gun, but it's like,
He shot Garfield! Get her! He shot him!
does anybody else have a gun? Okay, there's some police here.
I did it! I did it! Take me to jail! Now Chester Arthur will be president! The Republic is saved!
He's so proud of himself.
Keep them back! For God's sake, give him some air! Give him some air!
I was about to say when the shot came out, like, he mentioned Robert. Robert is actually Robert Todd Lincoln, who is
I'm a doctor,
the son of
Charles
Lincoln.
Purvis, chief surgeon at the Freedmen's Hospital.
Then go turn to your freedman. This is the President of the United States.
He won't be for much longer if you don't get the hell out of my way.
Yep, he's a doctor. Let him through. This is no time to be racist.
Sorry, Mr. President.
He was hit pretty good on that one.
I think he's better telegraph Crete.
Yeah. You don't want her finding out about this by reporters on her lawn. On. Dude's just so proud of himself. Like, is he even
You have to
handcuffed?
put me in a cell with a view of the park. When this is all over, I'll have Arthur name you chief of police.
Oh, you think you still have any pull?
You'll want this, no doubt.
Yeah. I don't need this anymore.
A little pistol change the course of history.
Just giving him all the evidence.
Sir, I have one of the men boil us some water from downstairs to fix in place on the lower extremities.
He doesn't look too good but at least for the moment he's hanging on.
At Camp Barker during the war.
So he's got some
I believe
training.
I passed through Barker once.
Yes,
Oh, I wonder
Mr.
if they met.
President. I remember.
Okay, they have.
I'd put you at a 1 in 100.
Well, then we'll take that chance and make good use of it.
Yeah, back then, being shot at all was like a death sentence. I mean, nowadays, we know we can do the surgeries that can actually save you.
The offending bullet must be removed. You will have the entire services of our nation at your disposal. I require only a probing scalpel.
Yeah, back then, I guess they didn't have imaging.
Hey, sir.
They could actually find the thing.
We'll fix you up.
Ow.
It would appear
This has
our
gotta be
bullet slid
excruciating.
on past the first lumbar vertebra. It's lodged itself further.
I don't know exactly what that means, but it doesn't sound good.
I
I guess they do have like chloroform back then and stuff.
Doctor?
Thank you. I need absolute silence.
He's a doctor too, bro.
Sir, this probe is damaging your patient, and your equipment is not properly sanitized.
This is a critical moment. We
Yeah, it
can't
sounds
waste
like this guy
time.
knows more what he's
Sir?
talking about.
Have you heard of the new research coming out of Europe on antisepsis?
We are not in Europe. Dr. Purvis. Invisible monsters are a thing of superstition.
Oh, little does this asshole
methods
know.
you question today are the very same which saved thousands of lives in the war. They are tested and true. Simply, they work.
Yeah, how's it working for you now?
Now, sir, do I have your permit to continue with my examination?
Which sir is he asking? Yeah, it's just hopeless. He knows the other doctor doesn't know what he's doing, and it's just...
Do you think he? No.
Okay, they've been told now.
They think we're murderers. This whole country. This killer says he
Well,
did
not
it in my
technically.
name. That
Some poor jackass from off the street figured he'd make a name for himself. The inquiry will run its course. We'll be clear.
our president was
It's true.
shot down today like a stray fucking dog.
You haven't been his best friend, but you
He
didn't
may
kill
be
him.
dead even, which will, in turn, trigger the process of succession.
Yeah.
Please
That means you
don't tell
become
me I've been
president.
thinking-
I'll refuse the job outright. I am not fit to be a president.
The beauty of America, my friend.
Thought you weren't fit to be vice president either.
Actually, everything. Are you so dense you can't grasp that we've just been gifted the biggest windfall in the history of the country?
Yeah, you didn't want it that way. Yeah, I don't want to be riding with you anymore.
with you today?
But I have a strong compulsion not to ride with you for a moment longer.
Yeah, maybe he's starting to feel a remorse.
Your plan is to hoof it all the way back to Washington instead?
Sometimes a man's just gotta walk.
Clear your head, right?
It's nearly 100 degrees out there, Arthur. Your heart will give out within a mile.
Maybe Arthur likes those odds.
You're going to hurt my feelings, Chester.
Oh, not your feelings.
Well, then it's good there's no such thing as friends in politics.
Throwing his words back at him.
You son of a bitch. Don't you turn your back on me.
He's a son of a bitch who's about to be president.
Fucking made
The lights are off. I imagine that's like a morning thing or whatever, but having all the lights off like this, just a little bit of light is very eerie.
The protect still functions, my dear. It's only the hull that's been damaged.
No major organs were hit.
Just a flesh
And
one
Dr.
day.
Bliss says that he's...
May I leave you alone for 1 week?
Dear, there's no time.
Yeah, a lot can happen in the week, I
We have
guess.
to make arrangements.
No. I don't accept that.
Yeah, just doesn't want to believe it.
Fight. You are going to fight. And you do not speak to me of death again.
Well, all right. This is where they're holding him, I guess. Yeah, everyone wants him dead. Like in these days, they killed pretty much anybody who did something like this. Has he got some supporters too?
Can't parse a deranged mind.
Can he be in league with Conkling?
No. Conkling may well have created the climate for a Guiteau, but
he's just a crazy man.
I know it's not right, but I want every one of them to pay for what they did.
Well, here's your first victim.
Oh shit!
This is Gar.
He's just got done
Lord
walking.
help me, ma'am. I traveled through the night.
Good God. You reek of cow dung.
It's to ride
Probably
to
stepped
DC
in a
the
bunch
back
of it.
a farm.
Mister, pull yourself together. You're the Vice President of the United States.
Fuck if I am. I quit it all.
What are you talking about? The American people
Yeah.
are afraid. They are looking to us. They're looking to you, Chester.
Curse me!
Imagine if he died when there
I
wasn't a
can't
vice
do it.
president.
I am not but a low-down dirty pig.
You read me now, Chester Arthur, and you read me fucking well! Great emergencies can rouse, shall we say, generous and long-dormant traits in men. If there is even a shred of real nobility in you, I think now is the time to let it shine. So what
Pull
will
it
you
out
do,
of there.
Chester?
Pull it from within the
You
depths.
resign like a coward in disgrace, or you step up and reform?
If there's no president or vice president, the country's kind of fucked.
You have my solemn oath. I will change my ways.
Okay. So, can we trust him? I hope so.
It's a $25 royalty for all newspaper use.
Though I will give discounts to the local outlets, or will I?
He's still doing this shit. Even in jail, he's
I want to reaffirm
smug
that
asshole.
I bear no ill will towards the president. It was
bullshit.
It was an
Why are they
once
even
and for all
interviewing
to
him?
save the
Like-
Republic. And for added context, look no further than my diary, The Truth.
Oh, that ought to
soon
be
to be
good.
available wherever books are sold.
Was it actually published? That'd be interesting to read. So we're still a month after this.
Let's give it a go.
Berries. Oh, no.
All right.
Just having trouble
All
keeping
right,
stuff
all
down.
He's growing weaker by the day.
It's the constant battery of well-wishers. They're placing strain on him. We need
He's
to
spending a
wean
lot of
Bob
energy, I
down.
guess.
When the president talks, he makes use of his diaphragm, which will in turn agitate the liver, pushing the bullet, impelling it deeper in.
Is that a real thing?
Breathing.
Talking is violent.
Okay. Ugh. I guess they still think bloodletting is a thing. Not even sanitizing.
Healthy
Yeah.
stream of pus.
I've been writing to Chester Arthur.
Yeah,
not
fan
at all
mail.
like Gar-
Your book.
The Truth. It lays out my thinking in words that'll move even the most fervent deniers, and I've already had a dozen publishers ask for rights, and I'm playing them off.
money
one
is
against
money,
the
right?
other.
But you're speaking about this like it's some kind of game, Charlie.
Yes,
You
it is.
shot the damn
Well, it is.
president.
That's exactly. For once, Franny, for once in my fucking life, I am the winner. And of course, everything now will be different.
You definitely
because
changed the
I
world,
have
I'll give you
name
that.
recognition. They did it for us. Look.
Yeah, she didn't ask for this.
Look, these people are writing to me every
He's getting
day,
fan mail too. Like,
offering me. Franny, I was so scared. I thought I was alone, but they're here. They were always here, and now they're coming out in droves.
imagine if this happened like today and like all these people were just on Twitter or something. Like,
I have to go.
there'd be 1,000 motherfuckers in jail right now.
Fran?
Guard?
Franny?
Guard!
Yeah, she's scared of her own brother now. Well, I don't think you're seeing your sister again, Bob.
Thank you for coming on such short notice, Professor Graham Bell.
Alexander Graham Bell, yeah.
Mr. Brown. The induction balance. Designed to detect traces of metal in a system by
So it's
means
his
of
new
an
invention.
electric current.
President, you'd be so kind.
I got
Oh,
you.
watch out, watch out.
I'll require absolute silence, please.
Is this thing actually gonna work? I guess it's kind of like his old invention, the phone. I mean, that receiver, like, kind of looks like it.
In success, it's meant to tick, but this isn't.
He's gone haywire with excitement.
Is there a little more metal in there than we
I
thought?
always knew it to be.
Contains are shut off the power.
No. Nearly there. I just need...
I don't
Oh,
think
gosh.
he can take much more.
Oh.
Hold the patient still.
Doctor, please stop this right now.
I am the ranking physician.
Drop that scalpel!
Oh, your
I'll drive
rank.
it through your
I'll give you
fucking
that.
eye hole.
What is it, dear?
It's metal. The bed. It's made of springs, so it might have
Oh,
interfered
that's
with
what set it off.
There's something else in me now. I'm not going to be able to.
Yeah. I think I know what he's talking about, too. I think it's just infection
want you to
from
know
all the
how
prodding.
proud-
I honestly don't know what I'm supposed to do without you.
You don't need me.
This is where it's getting real.
Well, he's asked to be by the ocean to resume his trip up to Monmouth.
No, as his surgeon, I must refuse.
I have watched my husband preyed upon and picked apart, and I think I'm done.
Can we at least
are
get a different
days away
doctor?
from finding the bullet.
I would advise you to choose your next
Yeah,
words very
days
carefully,
away from
Dr.
being
Cole.
days away. At this point, whether he's gonna live or not, he just wants to be in peace, right?
I don't even know where to begin. You will. I believe in you. When you see the way, you'll know.
Yeah, Garfield absolutely knows he's not coming back. He did hang on for quite a long time, like about 2.5 months, I think. So, I mean, it wasn't an immediately fatal wound, but there were a lot of factors that ended him finally dying. Just getting one last look at his people.
As a boy, I dreamed of the ocean, sailing to parts unknown, like some sort of Crusoe.
Awfully ambitious dream for a boy that never learned to swim.
My head's always been a bit big for my station.
You did kind of luck yourself into the presidency.
I give that speech in Chicago. I knew what I was doing. When I walked up to that podium,
like you knew they were all going to like you and make you president.
I wanted them.
You gave the speech because what you had in your heart could not be contained to Ohio.
Too big for Ohio.
Do you think my name will have some place in human history?
Yes, a grand one.
Yeah. If only.
But a grander place still in human hearts.
Yeah, that's true too. The country only had him as president for a few months, but, you know, it's his family who's really going to miss him.
I will be right here with you all night long.
Yeah, she's never leaving. Arthur, oh. He's about to be told he's president now. Yeah. Yep, taking the oath.
May the Lord carry him home. Amen.
I could say something about that, but see, now they're autopsying and they're going to find the bullet.
Note that the shot migrated left. It would seem the shot interrupted not one of the president's organs. That the wound healed on its own.
What could have killed him then?
Oh, what do you think?
Evidenced by the abscesses throughout the body. Infection.
And who made all those?
Do you mean to say he would have recovered naturally if the bullet had been left alone?
Yeah, what you got to say about that, Doc?
I think we may have made a mistake.
You think that now? I think we ought to throw your diploma in the river.
In time, he may even make a good president. I believe it. Not sure he can win in '84, though.
I think it's Blaine who actually runs the next year.
He killed my whole career.
Well,
may we see his light.
You kind of had a part in killing your own career. Yo. Yep. Let me guess whose head's going in that. Oh. We're about to get you a fancy new necklace.
Franny? Oh, I knew you'd come.
Nope.
I lied. Nobody knows I'm here, aside from the warden.
Wow.
But I could not let you go.
She actually got to meet her.
We spoke at the ball, your husband's inauguration.
Oh, that's right.
And I pray for all your family.
If you think I welcome prayer from you, you are fiercely mistaken.
Yeah, she don't want to hear it.
Give you absolution.
She's here to watch you die,
The last question
bitch.
he ever asked me the day he died. He said, "Do you figure my name might have some place in history?" And I said, "History would remember him grandly." I didn't believe it. My last words to him were a lie.
That's gotta suck.
Because in reality, I know history won't remember him at all.
Only got to be president
No
for a few
reason to.
months, so...
Do you recall poor old what's-his-name, who was shot 3 months into his presidency? And they won't ever know about the man that he truly was.
Well, this miniseries is gonna help that a little bit. People know who Garfield is now by watching this.
America may mourn him today, but as the years pass by, they'll forget. And I can feel him waning away.
You
Even
can remember him.
But then again, so will you.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is only in your case. There will be no portraits. No children will learn your name.
You don't know what you're saying.
I do.
Oh, you think you're gonna be more famous
In
than
fact,
him?
I understand you've written a book. I will make sure it is never printed, ever. Will not well anyone who cares.
So that's why I've never heard of this
You will
book.
have no voice. I will erase you, as you did, to the man I loved most.
No, you can't, because you don't have the right.
I've already
Watch
done
her.
it. I came here because I wanted you to know, when you are on your way up to those gallows, they will forget you.
Have fun with that.
Wait!
So he's not even gonna get what he wanted out of this. Goes back to the whole first scene in '69 when they found his brain. Who the hell is Charles Guiteau? I wonder if there's gonna be a callback to that at the end.
stub my toe on the gallows.
Well, if that's the worst thing that happens to you today,
but rather fear him, which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
Also, from Matthew.
Shut up, this ain't your show.
Ye cannot enter the kingdom of heaven.
Just drop him now.
I'm going to the Lordy. I'm so glad.
No, we didn't come to hear you
glory.
sing.
I'm gone to the Lord.
Can you be gone now?
I'm so glad.
You're all just fucking staring.
Oh.
Yeah. He thought they were going to respond to him.
Glory, 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 glory.
No one even gives a shit. Well, hello, Mr. President.
Sir.
Chester Arthur passed landmark civil service reforms that shape our government to this day. Yeah. Portrait. Retired after a single term and died the next year. Yeah. His health didn't end up being very good. James Blaine lost to Grover Cleveland in 1884. Yep, I knew he was the nominee the next time. He broke a 24-year party streak started by Lincoln. Roscoe Conkling disappeared from politics. I thought he would. I don't think I've heard his name before this show. He died trudging home on foot in the Great Blizzard of 1888. A lot of these guys dying young. Yeah, this is when they're taking his brain out, I guess. The autopsy on Charles Guiteau's brain proved inconclusive. It was a pretty realistic-looking brain, though. It was remanded to storage and probably forgotten. Yeah. So, Mrs. Garfield's words were true. So about the Garfield family here. I imagine that's a table he made or something. Yeah. I imagine they just went back to the farm after all this. White House people. He wasn't president for very long, but I'm sure he made an impact on the people he knew. Molly Garfield and Joe Brown are married in the front porch of her father built. Oh yeah! That's actually really cool that the guy who worked for Garfield married his daughter. Lucretia Garfield survived her husband by 37 years. And yeah, that is our show, folks. Death by Lightning. Wow. Okay. Let's talk. Alright guys, thank you for tuning in to my reaction to the final episode of Death by Lightning and pretty much the whole miniseries. That was a really fun miniseries to watch, and I don't think it's getting the ratings that a lot of these miniseries are getting, but, you know, it was a really cool story, and it told the story of a president who not a lot of people remember, and, you know, I guess it told the story of his killer, I guess, a little bit too. I guess it kind of reassured Mrs. Garfield of her fear that, you know, her husband wouldn't be remembered. I mean, he wasn't president for very long, so he didn't have time to do a whole lot. So, obviously, he's always going to be on a list of everyone who was ever president. But the series does kind of tell the story of who he was and, you know, a lot about the man that he was. Because obviously he didn't get to be president for very long, but it taught us, like, what his positions were and, like, who opposed him and basically the story of, you know, how everything came to be from his improbable nomination at first. They thought he might not win the election after that, and he did. He tried to get some stuff done as president, and then his wife got sick, and, you know, he had a lot of his attention diverted to that. And then as his wife was recovering, he ends up getting shot, and then he spends 2.5 months in the hospital before he dies. And then there's the story of Guiteau. You know, he's getting out of prison, tries to make a name for himself, visits the Republican National Convention, tries to make friends with Grant when he's the front runner, tries to make friends with Arthur there too, gets kind of shoved aside. And then when he finds out that Garfield's actually the one who wins, gets in with him. You know, when he's escaping all the people who are searching for him, he runs into Arthur at a bar, who when he's, you know, drunk and vulnerable, gets a little bit closer to him. Arthur does let him give the speech that he wants to give, and, you know, he thinks that one speech made all the difference. Wants a job on Garfield's cabinet, isn't getting it. Wants Garfield's attention, isn't getting it. Partly because Garfield's wife is sick, but because he's not the hot shit that he thinks he is, and forges this letter of approval from Garfield, and, you know, then ends up writing a letter to Garfield himself saying, you know, you lied to us, and, you know, you're going to destroy this country, being as dishonest as you are, if this is how you treat your citizens or whatever. And his mind just scrambles at that point, if it's not scrambled already. And then obviously, when Garfield's on his way to the train station to go see his sick wife, recovering wife, he gets shot at the train station. Thankfully, his wife is pretty much recovered by then. She's able to come by and be by his side. There's this black doctor who comes by who knew him during the war, tries to take charge of his care. Another doctor shows up, tries to overrule the black doctor, which pretty much in those days, being a white doctor supersedes all, right? So has no idea what he's doing. He thinks he needs to get the bullet out to save his life. He does all this poking and prodding and cutting and opens him up to all this infection, and that's what ends up killing him. Like, not the bullet at all. Like, they find out in the autopsy after he died that the bullet is in a very safe place, and they didn't need to get it out after all. And the doctor's just like, oh, I think I may have made a mistake. And like, you think? Maybe you should have listened to the guy who knows more than you. Like I said, it's not the time to be racist. You know, if someone has information, someone like knows what they're doing, just fucking listen to them. Then there's the deathbed scene where where President Garfield's like, you know, do you think they'll remember me? And Mrs. Garfield basically tells him, yes, I think they will, and you're going to go down in history. And she doesn't really believe it herself, as she later explains to Guiteau in prison before they hang him, that she fears that he will not be remembered. He'll just be like a footnote, having not been president for very long, only 6 months, which amazingly isn't the shortest presidency. That would go to William Henry Harrison, who, you know, if you let me to go on a tangent here, you know, he shows up on Inauguration Day without a coat on. It's a very cold day, and he gives this long-ass speech, ends up getting pneumonia and dying 30 days after his inauguration. So that's the shortest presidency, but Garfield didn't have time to do a lot of stuff. Like, he was president for 6.5 months, and he spent 2.5 of those months recovering from being shot. Considerable time apart from that, just caring for his sick wife, too. So he didn't get the chance to be the president that he could have been, but he was always, you know, the man that he could have been, and that's what his family's going to remember. And she made it very clear to Guiteau, because he was thinking about publishing a book. Mrs. Garfield, in some way, I don't know if she did it through Arthur or something like that, but she told Guiteau that, you know, your book is never going to be published. It's all going to be blocked, and, you know, I've already seen to it. So Guiteau is not getting the fame and the notoriety that he got from doing what he did, and, you know, that's the last thing he learns before he dies, other than stubbing his toe on the thing when he's on his way up. Like, they didn't really get into this in the show. There was one thing I'd heard that Guiteau, when he was on trial for the murder, a big part of his defense was like, I didn't kill him, the doctors killed him, which, you know, he kind of had a point on that. As we saw, like, this was the kind of wound that, you know, if someone suffered that wound today, they'd probably be fine. It wasn't the wound itself that killed him. He hung on for 2.5 months after being shot. So it wasn't an immediately fatal wound. It was just, you know, all the poking and prodding that let all the germs in, and that's what killed him. But yeah, a very interesting story about a very interesting man. It's good that they tell stories like that. Like, I wonder if they would ever do a story about William Henry Harrison, about the guy that he was. Like, because obviously he didn't get to be president for a very long time either. But the difference between Harrison and Garfield is, you know, he didn't have his life stolen from him. He didn't have the presidency stolen from him. He just got sick, and that was that. Great performances from everybody. Michael Shannon played a great President Garfield. Matthew McFadden played a great Charles Guiteau. Nick Offerman was Chester Arthur. He did a great job as well. Betty Gilpin was Mrs. Garfield. Bradley Whitford was Blaine. I don't think I've ever seen Bradley Whitford with like a white beard. I'm used to seeing him like with the little blonde curls, and he really transformed himself. I don't know if he like totally has that beard now, but we didn't get to see a ton of the Garfield kids, but you know, even them, even the little characters like Joe, the guy who worked for him, which it was really cool to find out that Joe ended up marrying Garfield's daughter. We learned a little bit about Conkling too, which I admit Conkling is not a name that I knew before I watched the show. And I guess we find out why, because Conkling kind of ruined his career over this, like with the adultery and the affair with like his colleague's wife, while his own wife is back in Albany with their daughter. And I don't know if it affected the vote or not. Maybe like some of the voters found out, but they show up near the end of the vote, you know, his wife and Sprague and Mrs. Sprague together. So Conkling clues in that they know, like everybody knows, and yeah, tries to stop the vote, yada yada, and the vote is cast, and the new guy's elected, and Conkling's career is pretty much over. Like later, after Garfield's shot, he's riding in the coach with Arthur, and you know, Arthur's expressing his remorse about, you know, being so against Garfield, and you know, he feels like he may have spurred Guiteau on. You know, he was a friend of Guiteau's. He may have, you know, given Guiteau the wrong idea. Conkling just trying to guilt Arthur for feeling all this guilt and, yeah, everything. And Arthur just turning his back on Conkling, getting out of the coach. He's walking all the way back to the White House. And Arthur, I think, really did change his attitude that day. He was very opposed to Garfield while, you know, Garfield was mobile, I guess. Once Garfield ended up shot, he realized, you know, what a fool he'd been, I guess. And, you know, just tried to make amends while he still could. And thankfully, I think he got that message across before Garfield passed. So obviously Arthur did take over the rest of Garfield's term until 1884. I think being president and having that thrust upon him, he didn't even really want to be vice president. I don't know what he died of. I think he did contract some disease, but it wasn't very long after he left office that he passed away, Arthur. We saw that Conkling passed away in a blizzard as well. So a lot of these people died young. The life expectancy of the country as a whole, was not as big as it is now. A lot of people dying in their 60s if they weren't rich, and even sometimes if they were rich. But all in all, a very interesting series. Like the opening scene in 1969 with people finding Guiteau's brain and saying, "Who the hell is Charles Guiteau?" And the way that the scene with Mrs. Garfield and Guiteau in the jailhouse before they hung Guiteau called back to that, with her saying, people are not going to remember you. And as it turned out, in that first scene, nobody did remember him. He's someone who shot a president, and dude who finds his brain is like, who the hell is Charles Guiteau? I don't know if he knew who Garfield was or anything like that, but yeah. By 1969, there would have been about, how many presidents? 35, 36? I think Nixon was president in 1969, so that's, maybe even 37 by that time. So Garfield being number 20 is just kind of in the middle of all that with his 6-month term. Not the most popular president. Of the 4 presidents who were assassinated, he had the shortest term. But again, he didn't have the shortest term. That's William Henry Harrison. But yeah, it was really interesting to look at the life of someone who, was president for a very short time, but was nonetheless a very interesting person. And I'm glad someone decided to put together a series like this, because it was very informative and entertaining, and I learned a lot about this guy. I really did. So that's going to do it for Death by Lightning, I guess. I believe, following Death by Lightning, I'm going to get back into a series that I did a couple of years ago that has just released its 2nd season. There's 8 episodes in this new season, and I'm going to watch the 2nd season of The Artful Dodger. Yep, I'm coming back to that one. It's been a couple of years since I've seen it, obviously. I think I'm going to have to, do some rewatching and refresh myself, but I think I know the basics of, what happened at the end there. So I'm excited to get back into that one. Of course, it's a story that's near and dear to my heart, having been in the musical Oliver before, and it's good to, watch those characters grown up and older and all that. So yeah, it's going to be fun to get into that one again. Death by Lightning was a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed reacting to it and watching me react to it. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to my reaction to the final episode of Death by Lightning and every episode of Death by Lightning. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Check out my sports vlogging channel, JordangeVision Sports. And once again, this is Jordan saying you can be productive sitting at home on your couch. All you need is a TV, a great catalog, and a vision. This has been JordangeVision. Have a good one, guys. We'll see you for The Artful Dodger coming soon. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.